So if you don't already know, I actually own my own online fashion brand. I launched that business back in 2015, and I literally started that business with less than £200. If you're interested in finding out more on how you can also start your online boutique with little or no money, then you better keep watching this video till the end. Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode here at the Start of Rain TV. It was a beautiful day today, the sun is shining, and I've got my lemon and water here as always to keep me nicely hydrated and refreshed for the day. So thank you once again for clicking on that play button to watch my video today, and if you're new to my channel, make sure you click on that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my weekly videos that I've got coming up for you. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can start an online boutique from scratch with little or no money in 5 simple steps. A little background about me and my experience starting an online boutique. So if you don't already know, I actually own my own online fashion brand called Fashvi. Fashvi is an amazing brand. It's a new online brand that focuses on women's clothing, women's fashion, and women's accessories, and it ships worldwide. Just visit www.fashvi.com and you find out more on my products and services as well. I launched that business back in 2015, and I literally started that business with less than £200. So that's roughly about $300, I believe, but you can do the math yourself. So in order to get started with your online boutique, the first thing you need to do is identify your niche and identify your market. What kind of online boutique do you want to start? There's so many businesses out there you can run. That could be female clothing, that could be male clothing, that could be children's clothing, it could be pet clothing, it could be accessories, it could be footwear, it could be handbags. There's so many different types of niches within the fashion industry that you can actually specialize in. So you need to identify what kind of products you want to sell first of all. Who are your target market, and are they really interested in, spending money on this product in the first place? Once you've identified your market and you've done your research, the next step is obviously making sure you get yourself a business name. So your business name should be something straightforward, it should be straight to the point, it should be something people can actually easily remember, and it should be something that immediately reflects on what your brand is all about. If you're selling footwear online and your name is Sandra, you could have something like sandrasfootwear.com. Again, that immediately tells people what your business is all about. But then there's other brand names that you can also go for that doesn't necessarily reflect on footwear. It should be catchy, captivating, and should immediately tell people what your business is all about. Once you've done your research and you have a name, the next step is obviously getting your website up and running. Okay, so it's going to be an online business, so you need to make sure you have a website. If you ain't got no website, how do you expect people to purchase from you in the first place? So you need to make sure you have a website up and running. To get a website up and running, you need 2 things: a domain name, which is the name of your website, so that could be www.yourbrandname.com or whatever name suits you. Just make sure that your domain name kind of correlates with your brand name so people don't get mixed up. So if your brand is Sandra's Footwear, then it's probably a good idea to have a domain name such as www.sandrasfootwear.com, so it aligns with what your brand is all about. You can actually get a domain name from as little as £10 or $10 for an entire year. So you can check out namecheap.com. I'll leave a link below, and you can actually buy yourself a domain name for an entire year. Once you have a domain name, the next step is to get yourself a hosting platform. Your hosting platform is where you will be creating your website. So you will need to, add your products, add your prices, maybe when you have any sales, set up coupon codes and things like that. You will need to do that through your hosting platform. And you should definitely check out easyclickwebsites.com, where you can get your website hosted from as little as £25 a month. Now you've done your research, you have a brand name, and you have a website ready to go. The next question is probably where to find stock or where to find suppliers to buy your products from. This is usually the hardest aspect of even starting the business, because if you don't have any suppliers to buy from, then it could make or break your online business. Or if you go for the wrong suppliers as well, then it could literally destroy your brand. So you need to make sure you're really, really careful when it comes to suppliers and when it comes to wholesalers out there. When it comes to sourcing stock for your business, you have 3 options. You could actually design your own products if you're more of a designer and you want to create your own products, but this is very capital intensive because you need to make sure you have your raw materials ready. You might need some sort of premises, some factories, some equipment to make sure you design your products yourself. The second option, of course, is buying wholesale, which is again very risky. It's capital intensive. As you can imagine, when it comes to buying inventory, you need to invest a lot of money. Think of it this way: if you have to sell clothing, for example, if you're thinking about buying inventory and you've got maybe a green jumpsuit like what I'm wearing right now, you need to think about buying at least 3 different sizes as well. You need to think about buying a size small, extra small, medium large, extra large. So buying wholesale is very high risk and very capital intensive. If you have the capital, then you can strongly go for it. Of course, this video is all about starting a business with little or no money whatsoever. So my final option, which is what I strongly recommend for you and which is what I personally started with, is drop shipping. So dropshipping is basically where you don't own the products in stock. All you have to do is collaborate with a few suppliers and then list the products for sale as though you own them. When a customer buys from you, you then only send the products out to the customer after they've purchased the product from you. So that minimizes the risk of having to, tie money in stock, buying products that may or may not sell. So dropshipping is the best way to actually start an online boutique with little or no money. It saves you that stress of buying inventory. It's a great way to do your research because you're testing the market. Nobody knows about your brand from the beginning, so it's better for you to be safe than sorry. Don't go and invest a huge chunk of money on a lot of inventory that may or may not sell, because there's a lot of fashion businesses out there, there's a lot of online boutiques out there that you will be competing with. Okay, so you need to make sure that your business is really booming to a certain extent before you invest a lot of money on wholesale stuff. So I started Fashvi drop shipping from the start because I really wasn't willing to invest a lot of money. So to me, it was more of like testing the market to see if people will actually buy from me. It started to make a little bit more money to the point where I thought, you know what, I'm going to invest a lot of money now and buy some wholesale products because I know that people are actually purchasing my products now. So now you're probably wondering, where do you find these dropshipping suppliers? That's where the Run Boutique Academy comes in handy. So the Run Boutique Academy is a platform that I've personally created to help you start your own online boutique from scratch based on my own personal experiences, and it goes into a lot of detail on how I started and where I found my suppliers and how I went on doing dropshipping. So the Run Boutique Academy goes into a lot of detail with regards to helping you start an online boutique from scratch with little or no money. It's free to join, absolutely free. Just click on the link in my description below to subscribe to the training program, and you find out more information on how to start your online boutique from scratch and where to source suppliers, where to find clothing and all that amazing stuff to get you up and running. It's free, so you've really got nothing to lose. Okay, and finally, once you have your stock, your website up and running, of course you need to start doing some marketing to attract those customers to your online brand. So there's so many platforms to do your marketing, such as social media, which is my all-time favorite. You've got Facebook, Instagram, you've got Pinterest, so many platforms that can actually help you advertise your online boutique. And finally, you also have the legal part of starting any kind of business, which involves making sure you register your business, be it as a sole trader or as a limited company. I would recommend for a start for you to register your business as a sole proprietorship or a sole trader, because it's a lot more easier to register that way. You've got less paperwork to deal with, so much easier to do your taxes at the end of the year if you register as a sole proprietor as well. I hope you found this video useful in getting yourself an online boutique up and running, and make sure you click on that link below if you want to find out more on how to start an online boutique from scratch. It's free of charge and it's a 5-day training program, and you can access it literally any time of the day from any part of the world. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my weekly video. So I look forward to catching up with you in my next video. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, like and share this video with anyone you feel might be inspired by my content. Thank you once again for watching my video, and I'll catch up with you on the other side.